Hello everybody and welcome to episode 64 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. Today is an important day heading into the Christmas period, as it will mark a pivotal occasion for the team that will host our Premier League tie today, and that is Huddersfield. They are currently 17th in the Premier League. They are expected to be relegated once again after coming straight back up from the Championship. But for the Spyrites, it couldn't be any more different. We are 4th in the Premier League and we are the form team heading into this game. 15 points out of possible 15, 12 goals scored, 1 conceded. We are the envy of the league at the minute, and with the Christmas period on the way, we cannot let this go against a team that are doing extremely poorly at the minute. But I won't take them lightly because of our history with them and how they managed to get the upper hand over us more often than not. But if things go to plan, you can tell we could easily break away from the likes of Everton and Newcastle and possibly overtake Chelsea or Manchester City, who have yet to play today, but we'll get their chance later. But Man United, despite losing 4 games compared to our 3, they look pretty formidable at the top of the table with 31 points. But how on earth have I won 5 games in a row? It seems absolutely ludicrous that such a situation could arise. But as I said, going back to the Sunderland game, had we not won that, things would be looking very dismal heading into this period. But look, we've only lost 1 game in 9. That is the best record I've ever had in any league at any time. So I'm really delighted with that. But if you missed the last episode, guys, please go back and watch it. One of the most extraordinary sights you could imagine on Football Manager, having 3 players come off the bench and each scoring a goal. And for the likes of Loftus-Cheek and Stephen Kinsella, they scored absolute belters. They were amazing goals, and if you didn't see them, just go back to episode 63 and see what I mean. You really cannot afford to miss those. But my goodness, that was a huge result, as we got a slender 1-0 win at home to Queen's Park Rangers with Stephen Kinsella yet again. Would you believe it was a tap-in actually? He ran in behind the wing-back and managed to side-foot it past. Mauricio Pochettino has since left the Oars, so that's a major disappointment for them. And Swansea were powerless to resist the mighty Yair Mensah, and even Michael Henning got on the score sheet after so many unselfish phases of play. But Mensah is now one of the top scorers in the league, and he just won away from double figures yet again for us, and that is incredible to say the least. We haven't had our too many disappointments against Swansea, admittedly, but to thrash them by 4 goals to 0 yet again is absolutely phenomenal. And then a team that we were expected to beat, we did so in fine fashion. It took a good while to get that second goal, but Yair Mensah had us 1-0 up from the first half onwards, and it was only a matter of time. Stephenson, man of the match. But what I'm talking about with their history with Huddersfield is as follows. We have lost 4 times against them, and we've only beaten them once, and that was in the FA Cup third round way back in 2016. So when we met in the Championship, they've thrashed us more often than not. They've beaten us 3-0, 4-2 and 2-0, and we were at home for most of those games, so it's peculiar how such a thing could happen. But now we go to the John Smith Stadium in the greatest vein of form ever. There's no question about that. And my team is unchanged apart from Sean Kavanagh. He enters left back after Paul Groschoff was able to play there last week. But otherwise, we're an unchanged squad. Forza and Mensah will be the partnership up top. Loftus-Cheek and Stephenson go into midfield. Goulden and Kinsella, I expect a little bit more from them this week. They weren't too good against Norwich. But we enter this pivotal game with, bags of confidence. But if we do lose or draw, I think we'll be taken down a peg. But I don't want that to happen. So let's see what happens then. Welcome back, everyone. Here are our look at the starting 11s. We've got identical 4-4-2 formations. Will Keane and the magnificent Luke James are up top for Huddersfield. They've got Olinga and Houghton on the wings. Bonaventura, you may recognise him. He's their number 41 in the midfield. He's getting on at this stage, but he has reasonable stats even to this day. Danny Kane is their number one centre-back. He's Republic of Ireland international. And then in goal is Alex Smithies. You may recognise him as well. So how on earth are they going to pose a threat to us when we're in this magnificent form? That is the question we're about to find out. But with the likes of Jakub Rinne being able to keep clean sheets, Siren Daniels, our centre-back pairing today, they were excellent last week. And as the guys I've already mentioned up top and in midfield, they have plenty to live up to. But I have every faith that we can do it. We really have to keep going on our great run and remain impressive. That's imperative. But I don't know, it's just going to be an interesting game. If we get off to a great start, then it's going to be one-way traffic if things go to plan. But I'm sure the manager for Huddersfield will have something up his sleeve and he won't let us get away with a win so easily. But fingers crossed, it's a clean game, everyone plays well, and the result is in favour of the Spireites. We'll turn on the crowd now, the crowd noise, and get cracking for what should be a fascinating game. And it's a dry stadium here at the John Smiths, and Bonaventura beats his man, and here's Luke James already forcing a shot. He was out of bounds with the offside. Huddersfield try again, and Mesa offside, surely, no! Oh, it's a great block, and Luke James has been tripped by Sean Cavan, and that's an early warning, or maybe even a yellow card. It is a card, so that's a bad start for my Irish player. Here's Kane, gives it away to Daniels. Tomas Forza, he's got options. He's going alone. Forza wins it. Oh, he didn't even win a corner. That's not great. But he was on his weaker foot. It's a goal kick now. Stephenson and Kinsella combined. Loftus-Cheek to Stephenson. Returned. Forza just needs to find the right pass. Back to him from Goulden. Goulden misses his chance. Hard luck. Oh no, Mesa hurt. We have to keep him on. It's too soon to make an unforced substitution, and that's a bad cross. But so far so good for Chesterfield. Huddersfield have to record a shot on target, and that's a bad ball. We're now going to try a bit of fluid play. Stephenson or Shanahan gets the ball from a loose play. Forza, direct run, beats three defenders, and it's a corner kick. Chesterfield all dominant at the minute. We'll check on some other scores in a minute, and Donovan Daniels' header is cleared off the line. Huddersfield in real trouble. Daniels to Loftus-Cheek. Good ball for Goulden, but unfortunately the Norwegian loses it. We try again. Here's Forza. Open goal nearly from a loose play. Mesa couldn't shoot, and here's a chance. Syra clears. It's Robinson and Forza, the only players in Huddersfield's half. And McLeod to Houghton. Here comes Houghton. No, he's got room, and he's missed. And that's Huddersfield's first chance of the game. So we'll go a little more expressive now. We're down to 5th place, courtesy of a Newcastle goal. But not much going on. We have to, I think, demand more. We're not getting the right outcome here, guys. Goal for Everton against Arsenal, goal for Swansea against Middlesbrough, and goal for Watford against Norwich. So plenty of 1-0s and that sort of thing. But now it looks like we're taking our foot off the accelerator, and I'm not too pleased with that. We're going to go control, more direct, and see what happens. But Huddersfield looking unlikely to score. Here's Sean Kavanagh, headed over the bar by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Can we get a goal? Shanahan to Forza, good tackle by Robinson, and that's only as far as Stephenson. Loftus-Cheek 1-2. Oh, Mesa holds his head in the air with a great save from the keeper. Here's Syra back to Kavanagh, whose free kick was blocked, and the German dancing around his adversary, and there's no highlight to be seen there. That's poor form from the match engine. But we need to get a goal here. Show some passion before half time. Luke James has been made to look nervous today, which is what I like to see, but Will Keane even worse. But 0-0 half time. It's another case of a better second half required for Chesterfield. We're scoring plenty of late goals, but I'm not pleased. I believe we should be winning this game comfortably, and we haven't had the goals to look out for with our dominance. So with 55% possession, We are in control of that department as well. Bonaventura gets in nice and physically. Here's Will Keane with an early corner kick. And how about McLeod? That's Houghton over the bar and wide. So not good enough really. Tomas Forza not doing well. We're up to 4th place. But Will Keane and James, he's scored! Oh, for goodness sake. He's done it again. Oh, it's a big goal for Huddersfield and we have to respond immediately. Oh, for goodness sake. Here's Loftus-Cheek. He's got options and he didn't even make one of them work. Daniels, good consecutive tackles. Mesa's out of play as well. He's got it back. Forza, he must, and he does it. 4th goal of the season for the Norwegian, and that is back to square one apiece. And Kavanagh maybe. Oh, hard luck. And Daniels didn't make, or Loftus-Cheek didn't make it. It's a corner kick. Huddersfield are really making this a game now. And that's a throw in for Chesterfield. I think I'm going to make a substitution. Mesa failing to score in a live com yet again. He's being an off camera kind of player, which I don't really mind as long as he's getting the job done. But Forza, he's beating defenders left, right and centre. He's got Kinsella now. Good save by Smithies. And now substitutions are inbound. I'm going to make 2 actually. We're going to bring on Mohamed Ahmed and Brian Boring, who's been a little unlucky in recent weeks not being able to play, but now he's back and he's raring to go, and hopefully these substitutes make the decisive difference. And that's a foul by Stephenson, and he's going to be cautioned for that. He's been repeatedly fouling and he deserves his yellow card. Buljabene is on, Mesa off. Here's McLeod, Robinson, Houghton. Oh, Boring gets the job done. Here's Forza losing the play. Olinga. That's a terrible ball, but it's given away at the same time. Chesterfield, Route 1 stuff. Ahmed. He's strolling through, and 3 bites of the cherry results in a corner. I think he could have done a little better than that, but we won't blame him too much. But here's Keane on a counter-attack. We're going to go back a little bit to control, and I think we can get creative now. No fear in our play. We're going to try and mark up the opposition as well. Bullet throw, saved by Jakob Brinner, and Huddersfield are doing much better this half. And that's another corner. Now we're going to mark up one of these players. Who is it? Buljabene. We'll just close him down. But Chesterfield are going to leave it late again here. I don't fancy. Oh, Rinna couldn't keep it in play. Here's Ben Whelan coming on for Sam Houghton. But Huddersfield doing really good job this second half. I'll give my credit to them. They don't want to be in the relegation zone because they might ever get out again if that is the case. And Shanahan with a clean tackle. Forza. Oh, that has to be. Oh, it's actually offside. Set piece again for Huddersfield, and it's wide from Luke James. Oh, goodness gracious. Here's Forza to Kinsella. Oh, Forza nearly strolled in again. Kavanagh has to be careful on that yellow, and he's missed his header. And that's the end of the highlight. Final change coming now, and I have a big decision to make. I'm not too happy about Stephenson on yellow, so we'll bring on Callum Cook, who deserves a run out as well. I would have brought on Lenihan otherwise, but we have to combine attack and defence tonight and get a result to get us 3 points. And Keane, unfortunately, is holding his face in agony, and he's had a good game, particularly in the second half. He's gone from 6.3 to a 7.1, so fair play to the Englishman. He's unfortunately hurt now, but Chesterfield are leaving it late. Outaf replaces Keane, Cook replaces Stephenson. We need a winner, and Chesterfield are doing it late again. We've got some of the best desire in the league. It's either that or our work rate or stamina. I don't know which it is, but Huddersfield are going to shut up shop. Cook is closed down. Boring, however, curls it wide. We're going to say one more time, push forward, see if that works. Yeah, we've had twice as many chances. We haven't won the game at the minute. Here's Brian Boring from Kinsella. Oh, he found him again. No heroics this time. James Syra intercepts. This draw will take us down to 5th place, but 3rd place is staring us in the face if Chelsea cannot win their game in hand. Here's Jakub Rinner. Long hopeful ball. Forza didn't make an attempt. Boring intercepts. Now he makes his attempt, and it's Mohamed Ahmed! It's happening all over again. Deja vu, courtesy of Ahmed. And we are just seconds away from another victory. Super 6 time. Patent pending, of course. We've got to defend heroically here. It's not going to be another 3-1 job. Oh, what's Forza doing? He's put it back into his own area. Ahmed, he's completely open, beats 2 defenders and skies it with just a minute of time to go, and there will be additional moments, and Olinga's missed. That was his golden moment, and with the extra minute to play for injuries, he didn't make it count. Forza, it's a lazy header, and that's time. No opportunity to take the corner, but look at that result. It's another late goal for Chesterfield. It was coming. It was harsh on Huddersfield. They defended doggedly, but we've gotten our payback. We've gotten our payback on them, and I'm absolutely ecstatic with these players. How have they done this? They've won 6 consecutive Premier League games, and with the Christmas period coming up, we have players ready to come back from injury, and that could be a massive advantage for the Spireites. But I don't know why we have to keep doing this. The amount of late goals are outrageous, but when we are in 3rd place and just 12 points away from the magical 40, that really is something to behold. If we can get that job done by February, I'll be over the moon. But Arsenal and QPR are some of the bigger clubs that have dropped points today. But Newcastle failed to overtake us since we got the equal result. Jakub Rinner was finally beaten today. Ahmed made his 100th overall appearance. But just to mention, actually, Yair Mensah got his hat-trick on the 100th appearance for Chesterfield. That is just magical, but unfortunately he got hurt today and you didn't get to see El Capitan at his best. But Tomas Forza, he's often unlucky, and he got an important goal for us today straight after Luke James put Huddersfield ahead, so that's important. And we've got the 6 consecutive wins. Manager of the month. I've never won it in the Premier League. It's staring me in the face, and if we can get results against Middlesbrough, Watford and Southampton, happy days. And also to mention West Brom, the team we humiliated just a month ago nearly. We play them again at the Hawthorns at the FA Cup 3rd round. That's going to be a thrilling game. Which team will blink first in terms of Premier League priority? That's going to be interesting. But of course, straight away after that, Manchester United come to the Proax Stadium. We're still unbeaten at home. Can you believe that? Let's just double check actually. We are still unbeaten at home. We have actually drawn more games, but when you've lost 0 times, that is outstanding. I'm really proud of that record. And you know, if we can keep that alive till January, that'll be outstanding. So it's just heaps of praise today. Happy stuff with a lovely sunny evening today, despite some downpours. It's a happy day today, guys. And that concludes the episode. We'll come back in the new year for a massive game at home to Manchester City. We've got a poor record against the big boys, but with the momentum on our side, we could have an absolute barnstormer at that game. It really could be. But until that episode comes, it's time to go, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye now.